My reaction to RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 13, the finale of RWBY Volume 6. It's been a great volume and sad to see it come to an end. Definitely my favorite volume since Volume 3. Definitely a huge step up over the previous volume. It's definitely a lot more focus on the fights and the choreography looks a lot better too. Last volume had some okay fights, but the Battle of Haven kind of messed it all up. Like there were just too many cuts, it didn't focus a lot on the fighting and yeah, it didn't turn out so well. But this seems like it's a lot better now. The fights are much better and they're focusing more time on the fights, so it's more focused and yeah. And in the Battle of Haven, they kept cutting away, and so we couldn't get a lot of focus on the fights because of that. But they're not doing that over here. They're showing the segment, doing it just right, and then after it's over, then they cut away. Okay, enough about that. So I've been enjoying the volume. Let's see how it ends. But first, last time they continued to fight the mech, and Ruby gave Cordovan a chance to stand down and cheer them out. First, they had planned to destroy the missile launcher, but that failed. And after Cordo failed to listen to Ruby, Ruby went inside her barrel and shot the raw dust while it was still in there. And then the ice and earth dust detonated. World was still inside the cannon, and it put the cannon down. Meanwhile, Blake and Yang had their final battle with Adam that resulted in both of them stabbing Adam from both sides, and he then fell into the waterfall and died. So I think that's it for Adam. I don't think he's coming back from that. It's kind of sad because after I saw the scar on his face, I wanted to know more about that. Well, I know Space Hulk is explanatory, but yeah, that scar better not be forgotten. They better tell words about it, or maybe they can find out more when they finally get to Atlas. So those are finally done, and then they can meet up with the rest of the group now, who are going to need all the help they can get, because a giant Leviathan is coming their way, along with some other Grim coming from the sky. They're going to need all hands on deck if they're going to fight the Grim off and save Argus. And with the Leviathan coming their way, they need to find a way to get Cordo's mech up and operational again, because that's probably the only thing that can take that thing down. Well, let's see how they save the city now in the finale of RWBY Volume 6. This is RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 13, Our Way. The episode is starting right now.
This is it. The Union's making their plane. This is how the war begins.
Genlock. This is it. The end of Volume 6. And then next volume we get a new song. Wow, 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 wow. Stay close, move fast. The darkness cannot last. No hope, no path. But we got a dream to catch, and we cannot wait. Trust the way we made this battle for to fight the mountain tower. The river knows to reach the sea. Rain will help the flowers be. Listen, you and me. Lightning that we take advice from anyone. The willow doesn't need to learn to stand. The sun seeks day. We'll find our way, and we'll catch that dream together someday soon. Rising like the moon. Took me a while, but I finally got the words. I messed that up, didn't I? Oh, sorry, Dark. Minstrel ship. Neo. The hat also. Cinder. Is that Cinder? Ooh. Change to black, huh? And now, yeah, and now she
To
hasn't.
get us to Solitas.
Now she
After
has
that,
nap
you might
bench.
want to try materializing yourself some snow boots.
She has Neo outfit too. Neo. What? Oh my gosh, that is an incredible semblance. That is an incredible semblance.
You know, Neo, someone once asked me if I believed in destiny.
And
And I'm happy to say, I still do.
Vera. Cinder. Oh, and meanwhile, this thing is coming. Yeah, they're fighting those off. Yeah, that's not enough to stop it. He's gone beneath. Oh. Hard light shields.
This is your fault. Do you hear me? Ruby!
Blake, Yang.
Yang! Blake! Are you okay? What happened?
That
Was that a giant grip?
that can wait. Yes.
And we just ruined the only thing capable of stopping it.
Yeah. Well, at least that ship's too. What do you do? Ruby? You gotta go back for her at some point.
This is your fault. Your fault. Dan, what's your status? We need an answer. Over. Your fault.
Cordo?
I'm sorry.
Don't be. This isn't on you.
But
You're safe. That's all that matters.
You told them about Adam? No. Okay.
I suppose I have to be the bad guy and say it. Getting the lamp to Atlas is still our top priority. And right now, we have the perfect opportunity to head straight for it. We may not get another chance like this.
No way.
We can't leave. Not like this.
it's like you said, a huntress is supposed to protect others to the bitter end.
Yeah. Well, Maria?
We need to head for the Leviathan. John, can you and Ren be ready to mask our ship?
I think we can manage. A
Good.
few ideas?
I've got one.
Eyes up, everybody.
What?
It's back.
Here it comes. Yep, there it is. Oh gosh. The small thing in the water. The red. And then there it comes out. Uh-oh. Where's the saffron? Out there. What's that? Shields. Faster, guys! Those better be enough to stop it, or at least slow it down. Yeah, we're good at doing something. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, the scales also give red. Oh no. Not the pole. And it's through the shields.
It tore straight through.
All squadrons, fall back to evacuation procedures.
Now what?
Disengage Leviathan. I repeat, disengage. Over.
No, wait!
Ruby,
We can stop it!
who is this? Identify yourself.
I'm a huntress. My team and I are heading to the Leviathan and can weaken it for you to attack.
Ruby, what?
I can.
Ruby, when I said trial by fire,
I did it at Beacon.
Oh
And at
gosh.
the farm.
Seriously,
You really think you can do
eyes.
it now?
Guys,
I don't have a choice.
Silver.
Enterprise 1, your ship is currently flagged as hostile. You will receive no support. Over.
Fine. We'll do it alone if we have to.
We can hit it while it stops the next barrier.
Ren, you're up.
Okay, John. Oh, that's cool though. Bishop. Uh-oh. Ruby. Can you really do it? Silver. If you won't do it, you better do it now. Ruby!
We're too late. Pull up.
Oh gosh. Try again. Oh no! It's through!
Damn it. That's all I've got.
It's on the move again. We need to stop it. What do we do?
Wise? Ruby? What's your plan? Ruby? Are you gonna another reckless plan? What are you thinking?
Is it working?
Unfortunately, hang on.
What are you thinking? What's the glyph? Oh, the answer.
You can do this. You have to do this.
You know, with state of mind. You want to protect life. Ruby, life is precious.
Ruby, hurry! Something!
You. Dying Yang. Team. Oh, when you meant boys. The food fight. Penny! Pera. John. Ruby! Ruby! Calm down, Ruby. Wrong memories. Wrong memories. Penny. Ruby?
What?
Ruby!
Why did you run away? No, 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 no!
The relic! Shoot! Oh no! Is this what you meant to do, Ruby?
I'm sorry. I don't have a question for you. I just needed a little more time.
Jin?
I know. And while you don't seek knowledge, just this once, I shall give it freely.
Oh.
I will not allow you to use me without a question again. Even if this was clever.
Okay. Think wrong memory, yes. Wise. The Yang short. I love all this. Oh, I love all this. She focused on the wrong memories last time. Oh, Crow. Summer. Yeah, I know Summer had guys too. Oh. You did it! Oh my gosh, that was awesome. And you finally saw Summer's proper face. Like, Summer's face without the hood. And Sadie's safe. What? Is it breaking free? Oh, it didn't go all the way.
No.
I'll take it from here.
Calavera? Sorry, not Calavera. Cordo. She's gonna ram into it. Drill, okay.
I was sworn to protect the people!
Thank you, Cordovan. What's the frame rate? It is my computer. That did it. Nice one, Cordo. Nice one, Cordo.
Thank you. And I'm sorry.
The Atlas military can handle the stragglers.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I don't think anyone would notice if one more ship went missing in my lengthy report.
Alright, so she's letting to go. They have the ship, they have the all clear. Awesome. And she's going to help out. She lost the cannon, but who's that now?
We should have just enough fuel to make it.
Just enough, okay.
Thanks, Miss Calavera.
So what's she gonna do?
You did great out there today, kid.
Oh yeah.
Just don't go giving me heart attacks like that again.
Crow? Yes!
I love you too.
You weren't half bad yourself today, Crow.
I feel like they did all the heavy lifting.
But you were there to help when they asked for it. And you were there to catch them when they fell. Literally, if I recall.
Thanks. You know,
From the Grim Reaper.
it's pretty incredible getting to see the Grim Reaper in action.
You should have seen me when I was your age.
Sure, it must have been something back then. Well, I guess we saw it, but yeah.
I'm sorry you went through that nightmare, but I'm glad Yang was there for you in time.
Tell her about this car.
We were there for each other.
Yeah.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
John. Ruby?
Hey, stop it.
You petrified a Leviathan after diving down the barrel of a cannon.
Oh, don't act like you all haven't done crazy stuff before. I mean, Oscar made a successful crash landing.
Hey!
He's a 14-year-old farmhand.
That
14.
was seriously impressive.
Yeah.
We'd have been stranded without you.
Thanks, but I've been meaning to tell you guys. I didn't land the ship on my own.
Wait, was that Oz?
Stay calm.
Austin!
It's going to be okay.
Aspen took control?
No, he guided me.
So he's still in there.
And he was gone again.
Aww.
Does that mean he's been watching us this whole time?
I don't know, but that at least means he was looking out for us.
Yeah.
Hey, if you've never seen Atlas in person before, you don't want to miss this.
What? Okay, so they finally there.
Is it weird that I'm sort of nervous?
No. I'll believe we've made it to Atlas when I see it.
Well, believe it.
Whoa. Oh, whoa. Is that floating? I didn't know Atlas was above.
You know, you make the trip up to Atlas over and over, but you never get used to that view.
No, the eye.
Come on.
Come on.
Place? What is it?
What?
The Atlas Air Fleet.
What was it doing? Well,
All of our ships were called back, but
They're set up like they're expecting an attack.
Manta 5-1. Welcome home.
oh, well, what's gonna happen now in Atlas? I'm turning on the song. Okay, so they got to Atlas, but now what? What's all the ships? Alright. Who's the song about? Is this really Casey? Doesn't really sound like her. Nevermore. Nice song. Nevermore. Okay, that's the name of the song. We'll like the piano. Show us the song list. Is this about Blake and fighting Adam? I think it is. Nevermore. That's all I can get from this. For now. Yeah, I think that's what this is about. Rising lion is one thing, for being beneficial, indomitable, nevermore. So is indomitable, the song from before, early on. Nevermore is this song. Nevermore. 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 Okay, let's see what's next. There's another scene, right? Mercury. An emerald. What happened?
Mercury. I want to. What is she doing?
Huh? Who's that? Oh! Criminals. What you doing over there? What? Whoa! What you doing? Okay, so is she making them stronger? Whoa! She gave them wings. Those things can fly now?
There's an old saying.
Hazel? Ooh, what's your saying?
If you want something done right,
You have to do it yourself.
do it yourself.
Oh! Is she making her move finally? By herself? Oh shoot. Salem's making a move on her own this time. Whoa. Well, that's something to look forward to, isn't there? I made it through the whole episode in one piece, thankfully, and then it buffered during the credits, so I had to pause and wait for you to see the song. And then once during the post-credit scene also. That's one heck of a post-credit scene though. So Salem's finally making her own move now. So she's making the gorilla grim that we've seen before, and then adding wings to it. She's making her own personal army of grim. That seems like she's going to take him to battle herself now. So is she making a move by herself this time, instead of having someone else do it? Well, gosh then. So they finally made Atlas at the end. Now, I didn't exactly expect it to be a giant sea that's suspended above the ground, like suspended above using gravity dust. I'm pretty sure most of us thought it would be a ground-based city just on solid toss. But no, it's actually above the city, like high above, suspended by gravity dust. Gosh. So since Gordo's mech was down, Ruby only had one plan left. Use her silver eyes to try and turn that thing to stone so that they can take it down. So it's the desire to protect life that makes her that activates that power and allows the silver eyes to work. But when Ruby was first doing it, she thought about the people she lost, Pyrrha, Penny. So at first she was fine, but then her mind diverted and she kept thinking about how she lost Pyrrha, Penny, and how some bad stuff happened, and her mind got into the wrong headspace and she couldn't properly so she couldn't properly get the right memories to flow in and she wasn't able to activate her power. But then she summoned Jin at the last second by accident, but didn't have a question for her. And Jin said, "This one time I'll let you go without a question, but never again." So now Ruby has to be careful the next time she says her name. But this time she thought about all the happy memories she had along with all her friends. I kind of got all the flashbacks they showed to Beacon when they first met Zwei during the food fight, Team Juniper, and Pyrrha at the cafe. It just made me miss Beacon so much. Those memories were really good. I'm definitely gonna watch that part again, especially that song. And she managed to turn the whole thing to stone, mostly. Well, the whole thing except for the head, that still remained intact. So she still has ways to go before she can get it right. But still, the whole body for that giant grim, that's quite something. And then Kodo showed up and just the other arm turned into a giant drill that she was just go right through it. She actually did manage to get through to Kodo after all. I guess when she saw that the city was in danger and how her men were fighting, she decided to help out. And decided to ignore the fact that one ship managed to escape under her nose. So she let them go to Atlas now. And we arrived at Atlas. Yeah, so like I said, I didn't expect it to be like suspended above the air. That's definitely a sight to behold. That is quite a view. Not what I expected to see from Atlas. So did they tell them about Adam or not? Well, I guess they did. Like I said, I want Wise to know about the sky, so my theory is that maybe when they arrive at Atlas, they'll find some more faunas that also have that same scar on their face, and then they'll try and get to the bottom of that. And maybe that's how we learn more about Adam's past. The way he was like before he was scarred and before he turned into the crazy person he was by the end of it. That was selfish and just wanted people to pay for what they did to him. He just wanted to make people suffer for all that, and maybe I thought maybe if they get to Atlas, they'll finally get a chance to find out who he was before all that happened. But with all the ships out there, they're definitely preparing for an attack. Do they know about Salem coming to Atlas herself? Because they're definitely preparing for something big. I'm not sure what exactly, but yeah. If Salem is coming to Atlas and they know about it, then that would definitely be why they put their ships over there. Because against that, they're going to need all the help they can get in order to stop it. That is a huge fleet to have, and she's giving those gorilla thing wings So now they're strong physically, and I'm not sure they can shoot stuff out of it. So they defeated the Leviathan, and the Atlas military took care of the stragglers, and they escaped. That's basically all that happened in the episode. And then Blake and came at the end. So I want to go back to the Silver Eyes moment again. Definitely a highlight of the show, like the entire show. That moment there, definitely a highlight. Okay, so on the whole, this is a very impressive season. Lot better fighting and lot better character moments, and the big revelation about Salem and Ozpin, that huge episode. We learned about how the moon cracked also. Wow, that was some episode. And then they were all trying to figure out where to go from there when they find out Salem can't be killed and that Ozpin never actually had a plan to stop her. He was just trying to save the world and trying to keep it intact as best as he could. And especially Crow. He's been following Ozpin for so long, and only now he finds out that he's fighting a war that they can't win. He finds out he's fighting an enemy that they have no hope of stopping. And earlier on, after I first heard the story from Jin, I was thinking about what Raven said about Ozpin in Volume 5 and thinking that everything she said about him was true. I'm wondering if she'll ever come back and they will talk about that. Maybe Crow and Raven can finally talk and make up, and maybe Crow can tell Raven about Jin, and yeah. They still never showed what happened to Raven at the end of Volume 5. They showed her going to meet with Tai Yang, but then they never showed anything happen after that. Maybe they just wanted to show what Raven was going to do, and that was just to explain her absence. I hope she comes back at some point, along with Tai Yang. Not sure how they're going to do it into the story though, because for now, I see no reason for her to come back. Well, for now they have to deal with Atlas and the huge military fleet guarding the borders. So, Manta 5 has been allowed inside Atlas, but I don't know what's going to happen after that. I'm pretty sure they don't know who's piloting Manta 5, about Crow and the children and all that. And when they eventually find out, I'm not sure what's going to happen then. But yeah, I've definitely been enjoying the season. We also got Neo back, who had Torchick's hat after what happened in Volume 3. She and Cinder are now working together, and Neo's using her semblance to disguise a Mistral ship as an Atlas ship, and that's how they arrive in Atlas. But they're going to definitely know something's up when the ship is not registered in their books. So when they find out that ship, what's going to happen next? They're going to find out it's not there, and they're definitely going to notice something's up. So I'm not sure how they're going to pass through Atlas radar, but let's see. Maybe they'll find a way through. And Cinder now has a new black outfit. And so does Neo. She all has a new outfit too. And when Neo saw Cinder's outfit, she was like... She may not be able to speak, but she definitely says a lot through her body language. And that semblance of hers, it can't just affect her clothing, it can affect other things as well. That is a very impressive semblance to have. Don't know how much else I want to say about the season. Overall, not too much happened plot-wise. They're just trying to find a way to get to Atlas. They first had to travel to Argus, but the train went down and they got sidetracked. They got to the farm where we met the Apathy. Oh gosh, the Apathy. Those are some scary game. And then they finally got to the city, and then when they couldn't get to Atlas because Koldo closed the gates on them, they decided to steal from them and battle Koldo, and now they allowed it through. So this is just mainly on the journey to get to Atlas. So I guess now we're finding done in Anima, and I guess Maria is accompanying them to Atlas. Is she going to stay along with them? Is she going to stay with them in Volume 7 also? That'd be pretty cool to have. Maybe she can continue Ruby's Silver Eye training while they're there. Because she still needs way to go. Because she couldn't freeze it completely, just up until here. But still, that was a pretty giant grim though. I love how it went inside the water and then there was a small red patch swimming around that you knew that was there. Oh gosh. Imagine if the fin came out while it was in the water. That would have been pretty scary. Imagine that was imagine if you first saw it, they showed a small fin in the water and then it came out of the water, and that's how we first saw it, instead of this big giant monster coming in the water. That would have been a scarier reveal actually. Since we haven't seen a Leviathan before, that would have been pretty scary. Not sure what else I have to say. Don't really want to go over the whole thing again. I'm going to be taking another break before I start Volume 7. But yeah, after Volume 7 I'll be all caught up, and then I'll have to wait for Volume 8. And then when new episodes start, I'll have to be watching weekly. I've never done that before for RWBY except in between seasons, so it's definitely going to be something new for me to do. well, what can you do? More caught up. They're still making the show, and you know that after Volume 8, they still have Volume 9 planned. So there's still some stuff happening. So yeah, so they arrived at Atlas. Salem started making her move, and yeah. So when they arrive at Atlas, let's see what happens next time. Let's see how Ensign and Neo are also making their way too. So it seems like a lot of stuff are going to happen when they finally get to Atlas. So see how that turns out then in RWBY Volume 7. My reaction to Volume 6 is now done.